11th hour speculation about what will happen at Apple's WWDC, Skype's new web-based client is in beta, and Genius can now annotate the entire internet. It's Friday, June 5th, and this is Crunch Report. Well, it is the Friday before Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference, aka WWDC, and you know what that means? A lot of last-minute rumors and speculation. It is a developer event, so we know we will definitely hear more about the next version of iOS and OS X, definitely Apple Watch software news, plus more on the software that will control those HomeKit-enabled devices that started hitting stores this week. But there are some wildcard rumors too. A 9to5Mac report from last week suggested that Siri may be getting smarter with a new feature called Proactive that combines Siri with Spotlight search. And we've heard Apple may also be ready to add transit directions to its Maps app, which would keep it in better competition with Google Maps. Then there's that music streaming service. Rumor has it, Apple's building what it wants to be, a Spotify killer, with access to an on-demand library for a subscription price of around $10 per month. That's pretty much the industry going rate. A new improved iTunes radio could also include human-curated and human-hosted stations for that streaming radio product, which could put Apple in more competition with a satellite radio service like SiriusXM. Earlier this week, the New York Times reported that new Apple TV hardware is not ready for a reveal, at least not at WWDC, and not to expect anything. In any case, our long-suffering nightmare of Apple rumors will end Monday morning, one way or another, at the WWDC keynote, which we will be live blogging here on TechCrunch.com, of course. Show starts at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time from the Moscone Center in San Francisco. Online annotation platform Genius, which you might know as its former name Rap Genius, which started as a way to actually mark up rap lyrics, sometimes they're hard to decipher, it's now expanded to support essentially any web page, and it's now making its service, that's a collection of annotations and musical metadata, available to third-party developers and those developers' apps. BetaWorks, which owns Instapaper and Dig.com among others, has already integrated Genius with Instapaper's new Notes feature. So, a user of Instapaper can now pull a snippet of text from an online article and then make comments next to that text, annotation. They're private by default, but users can share them if they want through Twitter's text shot feature or through other third-party apps like Facebook or Evernote or Tumblr. The API also lets users vote on annotations and earn Genius IQ, where points are awarded for various activities. I'm not sure who wants to do that, but hey. Genius.com has 30 million monthly visitors, creating over 100,000 annotations each month. And besides BetaWorks, the company says other API partners will be announced soon. If you live in the US or you live in the UK, then today you can start using Skype's new web-based client, which includes IM and video and audio call functionality, and is in open beta after being invite-only since last year. Skype for Web works with Internet Explorer, with Chrome, Safari, Firefox, all the big browsers, and will work for IM-based chat on Chromebooks as well. Voice and video calling will require that you install a browser plugin, but then you're good to go on pretty much any computer that has a browser, which is nice if you're traveling or for some reason hopping between multiple computers, or maybe you just prefer not to install the app. Get started at Skype.com. Again, if you live in the US or UK, sorry, Canada. So local TV news still exists, and you might watch it. A startup called Fresco News wants to help local news get better by letting you contribute media to future broadcasts. The latest app from the company is coming to iOS and Android in the next few weeks, and features content from breaking news events around the world, plus a way for you to upload content as well. So as a user, you can accept assignments to take photos and videos for professional news organizations, and in return be paid somewhere between $40 and $90 per video, or $10 to $30 per photo. For local TV news stations who have suffered quite a bit in the last few years from serious competition from the always-on nature of internet news, this could be a good source of footage from breaking news events that the staff might not reach in time, or maybe not even have the staff to cover. CEO John Meyer tells TechCrunch that there's been a lot of interest from news organizations. He's not naming names just yet, but predicts 60 partnerships in place at launch. Well, we started the show with Apple, and we're going to finish the show with Apple. Late last month, the company started offering same-day delivery of products and accessories that it sells through its Apple Store app through a partnership with on-demand delivery startup Postmates. Today, Apple opened up the same partnership to orders from its web store as well, so that's in addition to mobile. So if you're in a zip code that Postmates operates in, you'll see a new delivery option called Courier Delivery, which promises to bring whatever you've ordered within 4 hours to you. Postmates operates in a bunch of U.S. cities, San Francisco is one of them, offering people things like burrito delivery from pretty much any place in town. You can order lots of things, but mostly I just order burritos. Some limitations on the new Apple Store integration, though. It is limited to just a few San Francisco Bay Area zip codes, at least at launch, and the fee for same-day delivery is $19, which is $2 more than expedited next-day delivery. So, depending on what you want right away or within the next 4 hours, this is either a pretty good deal or a very expensive shipment. Earlier this year, Postmates started powering deliveries for McDonald's and Chipotle in New York, and Starbucks has used the service to test its own delivery as well. But the Apple partnership puts Postmates firmly in the e-commerce service beyond food. And that is the report for today and the week. I'm Sarah Lane. Crunch Report airs Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on TechCrunch.com. Have a great weekend.